One-step equations, addition and subtraction. I can identify solutions to equations, and I can solve one-step equations. An equation is like a balanced scale. We need to do the same operation on both sides of an equation to keep it balanced. Properties of equality. So addition property of equality. If A equals B, then A plus C equals B plus C. So what's that saying is if A and B are equal, if you add the same thing to both sides, then it continues to be equal. Subtraction property of equality. Back to if A equals B, then if I subtract C from both sides, then they continue to be equal. A minus C equals B minus C. So inverse operations. So we have an operation. Let's look at addition. So look straight down the addition. The inverse is subtraction. That means to undo the addition, we would subtract. So for instance, if we look at it with numbers, 6 plus 4 equals 10, and 10 minus 4 equals 6. So move over to subtraction. The inverse of subtraction is addition, and the example at the bottom is 28 minus 10 equals 18. So that means 18 plus 10 equals 28. Okay, so I have x plus 7 equals 15. So in order to solve this, I typically draw a line through my equal sign. And I say, well, what operation is being done to the x? And x7 is being added to x. So in order to undo it, or do the opposite operation, the opposite of adding 7 would be subtracting 7. And whatever I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So I will subtract 7 from both sides. 7 minus 7 is 0, which leaves me with x. Bring down my equal sign. 15 minus 7 is 8. So x equals 8. Now to check it, to see if it is a solution, if I have x equals 8, I'm going to take the x out and substitute the 8 in for the x. So I'm going to simplify both sides. 15 equals 15. If 15 equals 15, then that x equals 8 is a solution to x plus 7 equals 15. Okay, 40 equals 25 plus x. So I'm going to draw my line. I have an equation. It says solve, so I want to solve for x. See what's being done to the x, and it is being 25 is being added to x. It is a positive 25. So the opposite operation would be subtracting 25. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. This will cross out because it equals 0. I'm going to bring the x down. 40 minus 25 is 15. So x equals 15. So I'm going to rewrite the equation here. And I know x, we're saying x equals 15. So I'm going to substitute. I'm going to take the x out, put the 15 in. Simplify both sides. The 40 is already simplified. So 25 plus 15 is 40. So that is correct. So we checked our equation and our solution. X equals 15 is a solution to 40 equals 25 plus x. X minus 5 equals 16. So I'm going to draw my line. This is minus, so the opposite of subtracting is adding. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. A negative 5 plus 5 is 0. That means I'm left with x equals 21. So I'm going to check. Rewrite the equation first. We're going to put what we believe or what we're checking to see if it is a solution. X equals 21. I'm going to substitute the 21 for the x. Simplify both sides. 16 does equal 16. So x equals 21 is the solution to x minus 5 equals 16. Okay, 10 equals x minus 32. This is subtraction again, or negative 32. The opposite operation would be adding. So I'm going to add 32 to both sides. 10 plus 32 is 42. Bring everything down, including the equal sign. These cross out. And I am left with x equals 42. To check, I'm going to substitute the x. So I'm going to take the x out, put the 42 in. Simplify both sides. 10 does equal 10. So x equals 42 is the solution to 10 equals x minus 32. All right, do you try it section? Make sure you put all the answers into Edpuzzle.